A Fisherman's Tale. Bir balıkçının hikayesi. Başlayalım. Alt yazı bir şey var mıydı? Ha, yok. O zaman başlayalım. Ne bu? Chapter yok. En başta. Başlayalım. Prolog. Giriş.
Now, stop me if you have heard this one before.
Duyduysan...
Once upon a while ago, there was a fisherman's puppet, carefully made by
Balıkçı
hand.
adam kuklası varmış.
The puppet lived a simple life inside a model lighthouse, with everything in its place. And every day began the same way when he brushed his wooden teeth.
Bu tahta dişlerini her zaman aynı başlıyormuş. Yani hep aynı başlıyormuş güne. Ha, hep dışını yapış oluyormuş her gün.
He was well. If you don't think wooden teeth need brushing, you've never had a cavity and a splinter at the same time.
Yani tahta dişlerini yıkanmasına gerek
Next, he put
mi
a log inside his little stove to warm things up.
Bu ne ya? Çok güzelmiş ha. Hold stick forward. Döndüm. Hold stick forward. Ha. Launch your hand forward. Ha, buna basınca elim ileri gidiyor. Aa, çok güzel. Aa, çok iyiymiş.
It would get cold in here. The
Soğuyor.
puppet would put a log inside his little stove.
Evet. Ocağına bir odun koyuyor.
Nice and warm, safe from the storm. Next, he would take his duster and carefully dust his lucky seashell over there on the shelf.
Ha, şeydeki şeyi hani tozunu alacağız. Bu ne? Aa, çok iyi.
His routine never changed. Next, he would dust the little seashell on the shelf in the corner.
Tamam. Bunu şey yaptık. Tozunu alacağız.
The shell reminded him of the sea when it was calm. Next, the fisherman would open wide his window to check the weather.
Ve havayı kontrol etmek için şeyine gider diyor. Penceresine gider.
It did get a little stuffy in here. A quiet sea tonight. Finally, and most important, every day he would work on his latest model. There, in the center of the room, a perfect model of his own little lighthouse, exact in every detail.
Her detayıyla.
It was nearly finished too. Only two pieces needed to be added to the replica.
Sadece iki tanesi
kalmış. The little model cabinet and the final section of the wall.
Ha, duvar ve şey lazımmış. Evet, bir bunu koyacağız. Nereye koyacağız?
Yes.
Hah, koyduk. Ha, aynısı.
The model should be a perfect replica. There was a section of the wall missing and a model cabinet. They must have been around here somewhere.
Ha, etrafta bir yerde olmalı. Duvar mı bulacağım? Duvarı bulacağım herhalde. Allah Allah. Duvarı bul diyor bana. Burada mı? Ha, bu ne? Bu ne? Çatal. Çak.
The model should be a perfect replica. There was a section of the wall missing and a model cabinet.
Tamam.
They must have been around here somewhere.
Etrafta bir yerde olmalı diyor. Etrafta bir yerde olmalı. Nerede olabilir? Aa, buradaymış. Oğlum niye görmüyorum gözümün önündeki şeyi?
Two piece good.
Evet, tamam.
Now the final touch. A tiny puppet of himself to put inside.
Kendi şeyimizi, kuklamızı koyacağız. Ay. Çok iyi. İleri gidip geliyor. Ça ça ça ça ça.
There. Lucky this model snapped together. Now the little puppet could go in its little rocking chair inside its lighthouse.
Koltuğuna oturtacakmışız.
Tired out from his routine, the fisherman will rest his aching wooden bones in his own rocking chair and go to sleep.
Ve uykuya daldı.
And dream of models. Safe inside, where the smell of paint and glue was always fresh, where the world was simple and snapped together, the puppet would follow his routine, brush his wooden teeth, dust his lucky shell, and work on his model.
Her gün aynı rutini yapıyor.
Worlds within worlds, walls within walls, closing out the storm so it could never reach inside. Until one night, something changed.
Bir gece her şey değişti. Fisherman'ste ya. Bir balıkçının hikayesi. Masalı hikayeden kısmı.
Has begun and stocks are looking thin again this year. We all know there's a big catch waiting out there somewhere, but hold your hauling lines. Reports are saying a huge storm is blowing in. It might be nothing, but better safe than salvage, I always say. Coming up next, another hour of thrilling nautical news after these messages.
The fearful one. Korkak biri. Ne yapacağız?
Every morning the fisherman's puppet awoke inside his model lighthouse with everything in its place. And he began his day the same way. Except this morning, something felt different.
Sabah bir şeyler farklı. Model tamam. Oha.
Mon Dieu, the window had been boarded up. The fisherman didn't remember doing that. Even when the storm came, he was safe in here. But no two silly planks of wood were going to get between him and his routine.
Evet, rutinimizi her gün yapıyoruz.
He couldn't get them off by hand. The boards were nailed on. He would need some kind of tool.
Nasıl alacağız?
He needed some air. He had to find a way to pry off the boards.
Nasıl alacağız ya? Nasıl açabilirim? Şurada bir şey var mı? Çok karışık.
He needed some air. He had to find a way to pry off the boards.
Bu şeyleri kaldıracak bir şey lazım. Şunlardan biri işe yarar mı? Yaramaz. Dur bakayım, şurada bir şey var mı? Yo, şurada bir şey var mı? Yo, burada hiçbir şey yok. Of, bu ne ya? Bu ne? Terlik ne arıyor burada? Ha şu. Tamam.
This would do. What was it Papa used to say? Use the right tool for the right job.
Çık.
Nearly there.
Hadi.
What was this feeling? The fisherman hadn't felt like this for a long time. At last, the smell of the ocean.
Ve okyanusun kokusu.
But outside, not the sea. He couldn't believe his wooden eyes. Outside the room was another room, a replica room. And standing in it, a huge but very familiar figure of a fisherman. And he knew that if that huge figure were to turn, its face would be very familiar. Sacre bleu! If this was what lay outside, then what was inside his own little model lighthouse, in the model of his own room?
Buradaki ne?
It was all there inside the model, exact in every detail. But the tiny version of himself, it was moving. He was inside the model, he was outside the model, and just who was pulling all the strings?
Evet, ipleri kim çekiyor yani, değil mi aslında?
General alert to all lighthouses. In spite of all of our thrilling up-to-the-minute warnings, a lone boat has gone out into the storm. Lighthouse keepers, make sure your lights are shining bright. I repeat, a lone boat has gone out into the storm.
The lighthouse. The world might be folding in on itself, but only one thing mattered now. He had to turn on the lighthouse lamp high above. The life of a fellow sailor was at stake. A huge anchor blocked the only door. Whoever did it must really want to keep the storm out, or keep something in.
Oha, çok değişik. Oha, çok değişik. Şuna bak.
The fisherman needed to move the anchor.
Oha. At gitsin bunu. Çok değişik. Bir üsttekini bir aşağı koyabiliyoruz, bir aşağıdakini bir üste koyabiliyoruz. Çok lan içime girdim. Çok iyi. Çok değişik. O zaman onu kaldırmamız için buradan kaldırmamız gerekiyor.
Of course. Evet. As below, so above.
Aynen.
When he lifted the tiny anchor, the large one was lifted by his giant self.
Bunu da şuraya takabiliyoruz, değil mi? Evet. Şapka. Vay be. Nereye gidiyor bu şimdi, bu kapı?
Zut! The door was locked. He must have put the key somewhere last time he left this room.
Odaya çıktıktan sonra bir yere koymam lazım.
When was that?
Ne zamandı?
And then, my friends, the strangest thing happened. Inside this room, where he knew every cranny and nook, an unfamiliar voice said,
"Hey, hey, you! Yes, you, the scruffy-looking puppet.
Yeah,
you with the strings, over here, on the shelf. Are you cracked in the cockle? Why did you move the anchor? Why did you take the roof off?"
The fisherman felt well, his lucky shell had just started talking to him, and very rudely too, so he did not feel so great.
"You test me every day, and you thought I just had nothing to say? I'm an hermit crab, Sonny, and you might not appreciate a nice quiet hiding spot, but I do. Now, shh."
And what are we hiding from?
I'm hiding from the storm. Why do you think I stole the key?
The key?
Anahtarı mı aldın?
The key. Where is it?
Fiddler crab sticks.
The fisherman took a deep breath. Oh, hermit crab, craftiest of all crustaceans, I must get to the top of the lighthouse. Those sailors out there may be looking for us. We must be brave.
Brave?
Brave?
If you can't find me my hat, I will be the captain, of course. And the captain needs his hat and a life preserver, just in case. Then, just these ones. We will be brave.
Well, of course, courageous Captain Crab, said the fisherman. Your hat and the life preserver. Now, where would an everyday wooden puppet find a tiny life preserver?
Ama bunu böyle veremiyoruz. Bir aşağı veriyoruz. Abi oyun çok güzel ya. Ay pardon. Pardon bir dakika. Bir üstten dışına mı atmam lazım? Oh. Dur lan. Ters attım bir dakika. Bir dakika dur. İçeriden dışarı atmam lazım.
I never found the courage to live with this crazy weather. Good.
Gel bakalım.
Now put it on me carefully. I have very delicate antennae. How does it look? Does it
nasıl
look
gözüküyor?
dashing?
Güzel gözüküyor, güzel. Yakışıklı. Ver bakayım
doesn't
anahtarı.
it? Now, fetch your captain his life preserver. Allez. Allez.
Salak. Ne?
That doesn't look right. Keep going.
Ne istiyorsun?
I'll admit, I'm a curious crab asking you all this stuff. But this storm is really, really scary, believe me. I don't think that will help.
Yardım edebileceğimizi düşünmüyorum. Ne istiyor şimdi bu?
Did you find something? Show me. Show me.
Ben bunu alamayacağım şimdi. Ne bulmamı istiyorsun? Bir daha söylesene. Ne bu? Ben ne şey yaptığını unuttum ya.
How's it going? The storm is getting closer. I'm not joking. No, don't think so.
Kaçırdım şeyi ya, ne vermem gerekiyor sana?
Crab overboard! Fetch the life preserver! Well, I mean, potentially.
Light preserver. Işık şeyi mi vereceğim? Ne vereceğim? Anlayamadım.
I won't move until I'm less scared. This scruffy-looking puppet wants us all dead, it seems.
Çok güzel lan küçücük. Çok güzel. Ne istiyorsun birader?
I'll admit, I'm a curious crab asking you all this stuff. But this storm is really, really scary, believe me. No good, c'est pas ça.
Bak orada kaçırdım şeyi ya. Ne dedin sen ya?
That doesn't look right. Keep going. Have you found anything? Bring it to me when you find something.
Koruyacak kendini. Nasıl koruyabilir kendini yani? Ne verebilirim ben buna? Kendimi koruyacağım falan bir şeyler dedi ama... Yani ne verebilirim? Bunu mu vereceğim acaba?
No good, c'est pas ça.
Al lan. Al kafanda kıracağım şimdi seni.
I won't move until I'm less scared. This scruffy-looking puppet wants us all dead, it seems.
Daha büyük bir şey mi bulacağız acaba?
I've always been afraid of drowning. That's why I insist on wearing a life preserver at all times.
Lan döveceğim seni ya. Ne bulacaktık biz burada ya? Ben kaçırdım şu...
I should have moved jail years ago, I know. But I never found the courage to live with this crazy weather outside. Now, here is the biggest storm and you want me to leave? This is insane.
Ya saklanacak bir şey arıyor herhalde. Saklanacak... Nasıl bir şey saklanabilir yani? Nasıl bir şey saklanabilir acaba? Büyük mü? Küçük mü?
That doesn't look right. Keep going. So, did you find something? Let's have a look.
Bunların küçüğü mü acaba?
No, don't think so.
Bakayım bir şuna.
I don't think that will help.
Çok küçükmüş lan.
I'll admit, I'm a curious crab asking you all this stuff.
İçine girebileceği bir şey
But
lazım.
this storm is really, really scary, believe me.
Şunlar mı acaba?
No good. C'est pas ça.
Ya sus. Sıbasa. Ben sana ne verebilirim?
If you knew what was out there, mon ami, you'd probably live in a shell too.
Aa, çok büyük. Çok küçük bir şey var acaba. Onu mu bulmam gerekiyor?
Oh, did you find something? Show me.
Saklanacağı ne verebilirim ben bu çocuğa ya? Neye saklanabilir? Oo, saklanacak ne olabilir?
I won't move until I'm less scared. This grotting puppet wants us all dead, it seems. There. Now put it around my shell.
Aa, bir dakika.
I'll admit.
Şu etrafındaki şey ben de niye arıyorum ya?
So, you found everything?
Çok komik.
Well, if a little wooden puppet like you can do this, then I will be brave.
Aha, tipe bak.
Now just let me get out of this.
Aynen çık hadi çık.
Damn.
Çık hadi çık. Gel lan.
Shell.
Tipe bak.
Phew. Really, I feel so much lighter, and the world feels so much bigger. I don't think I can go back into my shell after this. All right, let's do this.
Hadi yapalım.
I'll help you open the door, so you can save your fellow silly old sailor. And I, as captain, shall courageously remain here, on guard.
Anahtarı burada.
Now let's see.
Nasıl
Where
alacağız?
did I leave the key? I was holding the key while I was repairing my shell. Then I had a sudden itch, and then...
Herhalde bunu bir yaşa bırakacağız.
I don't remember. Almost.
Oh.
Got it. That will
Çok
do.
iyi ya.
All right. Are you ready?
O kadar güzel mekaniği var ki. Allah'ım anahtar, hadi görüşürüz. Elveda.
Farewell, shipmate. I won't forget what you did for me. Your captain salutes you.
He would need to find his way up the tower in the darkness.
Karanlıkta bulmamız lazım.
Already he could hear the storm rising outside.
Fırtınanın yükseldiğini duyabiliyordum dışarıdan. Ve bitti. Güzeldi. Aha. Oh. Selam. Aha. Oh. Chapter 2 2. bölüm. Burada duralım. Bir sonraki bölüme devam.